My name is Maggie Thompson and I've just turned 69. I almost didn't go to the breast screening clinic. I had absolutely no symptoms. I was feeling great. I was still working. I was still teaching at school. I was having a wonderful time. However, I did manage, and it was one of the best things that I ever did. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I received a letter inviting me back for a second mammogram along with a biopsy. I had a meeting with the consultant, and I remember at the time, whilst going in, being very nervous. And then once they started talking, once they'd actually confirmed that I had cancer, everything else seemed to go, everything else went a little bit of a blank. My operation was actually a lumpectomy, a wide excision lumpectomy. It was discussed that I probably wouldn't need chemotherapy. Unfortunately, when my test results came back, my whole treatment plan had to be changed, so I had to go ahead and have my chemotherapy. I found it really hard telling my family. I was thinking of their feelings and how they were going to cope with it. My two very young nieces, Olivia and Sophia, we spent a lot of time together, and having to explain to them about how the chemo was affecting me and how it would affect me and how it was going to change my appearance really, really worried me. From having a full head of long dark hair to being bald was something that I wasn't looking forward to having to tell them. So I did it gradually. I did it very, very gradually. And they never actually saw me bald as such, because by that time I had a lovely wig which sort of imitated my hair, But it was actually an issue. It was very, very hard to tell them. I had 4 months of chemotherapy. Unfortunately for me, I had quite bad side effects, that took me to the hospital many, many times. Graham was amazing. Graham's my husband. He is, and when I say my rock, and he truly is my rock, he's 6'5". He's my sweetheart. He's my best friend. He's my soulmate. And he was just amazing. Every single pre-assessment for my chemo, he was with me. Every single chemo, he was with me also. And thereafter, my chemo finished in August and my radiotherapy started in September. So it was all finished by the end of September. I remember straightening my wig up, walking along that corridor after having had my last radiotherapy. In fact, I've got goosebumps talking about it. Graham was there and he was giving a whoop whoop as I walked along that corridor, straightening the wig with the high heels on, feeling a little bit like my normal self again. I rang that bell. Boy, did I ring that bell. I was just so excited. My very first experience of the Anchor ladies was the day I was having my operation. There was a lady there with a lovely Anchor t-shirt on, giving me this lovely presentation box. And in the presentation box, there was like lip balm, there was hand cream, because I was having a breast operation, there was a little cushion. I was really, really touched. And it was all given with a smile. It could be a rainy, cold, windy, horrible winter's morning, but they were sitting there with their little lippy on and their smile on their face and, greeting you as that lift doors opened. They were there. And it just meant so, so much. They provide such an amazing service. It's very, very important that people of Aberdeen and surrounding areas continue to support Friends of Anchor. They're irreplaceable. It has changed me quite a bit. There are so many things that are really not that important now, and I so understand that. So now I take each day as it comes. I was a very optimistic person before my cancer diagnosis. My glass was always half full. Unfortunately, I would say that my glass became a little bit empty for quite a while, but I've learned over the months to actually fill that back up again with optimism. Being part of Courage in the Catwalk has meant so much to me. It's given me great delight, lots of happiness, enthusiasm. My enthusiasm's back. I'm finding myself strutting along the hall in front of a big mirror, showing off my amazing new